And you, man, when is your pro debut? What can we expect? Star Sports?
Mid-March. I'm not sure when. It was supposed to happen in the Danny Garcia, Thurman, but they moved it all the way to New York, and I'm not trying to go all the way to New York, you know. So I'd rather just stay here on the West Coast. And I'd rather just stay here on the West Coast than you know, where all my people are at, all my fans at. Because I guess here's where the mi gente, you know.
This is where your support's gonna be.
Right, right. Yeah. Especially in LA. Yeah. You know, and New York, it doesn't really draw my attention too much to go all the way over there. That's about it.
The event you just said, the fight, Thurman Garcia, how do you see it playing out?
I think Thurman's gonna take it. I don't know why that guy could crack, but Danny Garcia, man, he always finds a way to win. Like he always finds a way to win. Like
manages to pull it out.
Yeah, he always just he gets the job done, and it might be with his crazy hook or you know his dad messing with him. But
a lot of people say he doesn't look when he throws that hook. Is that what you see from a fighter's perspective?
Well, I mean, yeah, he doesn't look, but he kind of he already knows what he's doing. He goes a feint, and he just sees his head, so it's like a feint.
Yeah.
It happened his last. It happened with Morales
with Amir Khan when he caught. Do you think why do you think it's so effective? A lot of people kind of criticize it, almost joke how he's not looking, he manages, they call it a lucky punch, so to speak, but it's always effective. He always manages to land it. Well, why would they criticize it and joke? And he always manages to. Why do you think it's so effective, his punch?
I mean, it might be a lucky punch, you know, but he gets the job done, you know, so that's all that matters. No, but I know exactly what he's doing, so he'll do a maybe touch or even a feint, and he just but he only does that to get momentum. You know, he goes and because we practiced it before too. You know.
So it's all in the timing, you think, with him?
Yeah, and he kind of already he has a lot of experience, you know, so he knows the person's head is gonna be most likely there or not around there, you know. And I mean, it's been working out for him. Something about Danny Garcia that I do like. I don't really like Danny Garcia as a fighter, to be honest.
Why is that?
I don't know. Probably because he beat Morales and a lot of, you know.
He beat all the Mexicans.
Yeah, but I think what I do really like about him is that he does a lot of feints. A lot of feints. Like his, and boom, or you know, he got it from, I think he, I think Morales was the one who actually applied the first feint on him, and ever since then, he started he started doing them, and he's been getting nothing but
success with it. He lands, knockouts.
But no, I don't think it's a lucky shot. People say it's a lucky shot because he doesn't see, but
he knows what he's doing.
That's been practiced before, you know. That's been practiced, so that's what it is.
During that telecast, man, they interviewed Mayweather and they asked him about the potential of him facing Conor McGregor. You know how that is, man. Yeah. He said that he absolutely wants to fight McGregor. What do you take to that, man? What do you make of that?
I think that's, I don't know. I mean, I really doubt it's going to happen. I think maybe they're just saying it. But as far as boxing, I mean, Floyd's going to whoop him bad. Conor is,
I think we're on the same page when you say that.
Yeah. I mean, Conor is a good fighter. I mean, but, you know, everybody, you know, he's doing his own thing. You know,
MMA and then there's boxing.
It's just two different things. Because especially his boxing-wise, he's not that good.
Yeah.
He's okay, but he's not that good.
Would you like to welcome him, man, for your pro debut?
What?
Would you like to step in there and be for your pro debut? Would you like to welcome him in here?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
What have you seen from McGregor, man, that would lead the people to believe that he can do something in boxing? You know, a lot of people want to see it as more of a circus show, but a lot of people do say he does have some kind of stand-up. You know,
I think what helps him out the most is that he talks a lot, gets in these people's heads. And you can tell he's a very confident person in himself. I think that would bring a lot of the fans' attention or whatever. I think that will make a lot of noise, actually.
Why was that ineffective with Nate Diaz? It seemed like it bothered everyone but Nate. Nate was the only one that was never intimidated by it.
Yeah, I mean, I think because Nate's more like of a street person, you know. I think he's kind of used to people getting trash talk and stuff. A lot of these other guys, like the other one he just fought, Alvarez.
Yeah.
I think he got a little intimidated. He says he doesn't, to me, it was like when he fought, he showed a whole different type of character. You know, he didn't go in there to fight. He went into defend himself. But
What's his biggest flaw, man? McGregor, from what you've seen and stand up in MMA, if you were to step into a boxing ring, what would be his biggest flaw? What would you take advantage of from what you've seen?
Probably would have to be his. I mean, because if you notice, Conor McGregor, only has every person he's ever knocked out has only been with his left, you know, with his left. So I just stay away from his left, you know, like I've done it before when I fought Southpaws before, and you just stay away from the left, the jab, and he's gonna have problems all night. That's what Eddie Alvarez tried to do, but he was kind of scared, you know, so it can't happen if he's scared.
You've been in the big stage, man, in the sense of your amateur part of your career. How difficult was that loss, man, to lose in front of all those people? The Olympic, you know, you chase your dream and it ends. How difficult was it? How can you describe that feeling, that emotion?
It was sad. I remember I was sad. I cried. But the night that I lost, I cried. And well, actually, like right after I had lost, I was just more like, man, you know, whatever, you know. And then when I finished changing, I was in the locker room, and then when I went back to the stadium where my grandparents, where my grandpa was, and my uncle, like that's when it really hit me. You know, I was like, damn, man.
How did they feel? How did they react to it?
Well, they tried to hold. They didn't act tough by the way that they
tried to be strong.
They tried to be like, oh man, you did, but like. And I know it was a good fight, but it's not what I went for, you know? I went, you know, to go get a medal, and I was right. That was the fight for the medals, you know? It was sad what they did, but anyways, that's when I started crying because, like, I see my grandpa, and my grandpa was sick, you know? He wasn't even gonna go because he had I think he had the influenza, you know? So I was just like,
wow.
Whatever. But he went, and
they supported you a lot, man. They mean a lot to you. Your dad, your uncle, your grandfather. What does it feel to be here in this moment now? Obviously, you didn't win the Olympics, but you're on the brink of being the next superstar. A lot of people have dubbed you the future. How does it feel to have them here on your team? Because a lot of people, when they go pro, they could easily change their team, their trainer. Why did you decide to stick with your father and your uncle and not go with
I think if you've seen the fights at the Olympics, I mean, that can tell you stuff that we have like good fundamentals, you know, good boxing wise. And more than anything, I felt like I did like the amateurs, but I felt like the pros was more for me. You know, I fought in the World Series, the 5 rounds, and every person I fought went down. Like every person I fought, everyone, the Argentinian, the Italian, the guy from Poland. The only guy that didn't go down was the guy from Azerbaijan, but I had him, and he headbutted me, so that's what happened. But I think that tells you right there we have a good school of boxing, you know. So
you're confident in your team going into the pros. So why change it?
Yeah. But I mean, if one of us sees that, you know, we need some improvement, why not? You know. No, I'm not saying leave them, but I'm saying like let's add somebody. Don't take anybody away. You get me? Yeah.
Karlos, how was the sparring with Leo?
Good, hard. Like always.
You've been sparring him for a while now.
I was actually helping him get ready for the first Frampton fight because that's when the games were. But it was one of my first sparrings back, and Isaac, dale aguanto al Guillermo. And yeah, man, he's ready, man. He's in shape. He's looking strong. I don't know, man.
Did it surprise you how his first fight played out, being that you sparred him or whatnot?
No, actually, I seen him waiting a little bit too much. I think if he would have kept the pressure on, I think he could have even finished Frampton because Frampton looked like
he did hurt him.
Towards the end, he was kind of just like surviving, you know. So, I mean, we're gonna have to see how the second fight plays out. But if Leo does his thing like always, I mean, I'm sure there shouldn't be any doubt about him getting his belt.
And as for yourself, sparring Leo Cruz, a 3-time 3-division world champion, obviously you gained some knowledge, or what do you feel you've learned being that you're set to make your pro debut?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
What have you learned from Leo being that you're set to make your pro debut? What do you feel has helped you so far?
I'm probably gonna have to be like all of his. He's on you constantly, you know, constantly. He might not be hitting you with so much power all the time, but he's on you constantly. So I've learned to use more of my base, head movement, you know, my distance, my jab more. Because a lot of the times everybody would be very, very just waiting there, you know, and he's touching on you. So yeah, man, he's helped me out a lot, especially after the games. He really helped me.
Are you confident with what you're able to do in there with him, inspiring, going into your pro debut eventually?
Yeah, most definitely. Because I mean, I feel like if I'm doing something that's working against, you know, Leo, then it's gotta work against some other, you know, guys.
Top names.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
What would you say is going to be the deciding factor in this rematch with Frampton?
I think who closes the last round is more stronger, you know, because I mean obviously we know Frampton is in shape too, you know, so I'm pretty sure Frampton's gonna start out pretty fast again like last time. Try to get like an early points, I mean, but because I know he fades a lot during the later rounds. At least that's what it seemed like in his last fight. He faded a lot, you know, and Leo kept it up. But I think if he would have kept more pressure constantly, it would have been a whole different story. I don't think it was right what they did to him, you know. I mean, I think to beat a champion, you really gotta beat him, you know, if you want to take his belt. I think the fight was really close, and they should have left it to Leo.